bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Okay, bye. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna finish the blush. Hey beauties, welcome back. It's me, Lydia Marie. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I mainly do beauty content for women over 40, but all are welcome. Today we are just doing some makeup and chit chat, not using anything new. I'm shopping my stash, pulling out some of my favorite products, including this lovely limited edition eyeshadow palette from Jackie Aina and Anastasia Beverly Hills. That's how I got this eye look right here. Stay tuned for how I came to pick this palette. If you're new here, I hope that you will consider hitting that subscribe button, turning on your notifications so you don't miss a thing. Let's go ahead and get into this very pretty makeup look and just have some girl chat. So grab some tea, honey, because I got some stuff to tell you. So I'm going to do a little bit of color correction and a little bit of underpainting. And then for my foundation, I'm using my NARS Light Reflecting foundation. I like this so much. I haven't used it in a minute. And I think I've been doing pretty good with using the items that I said I was going to use in my January makeup bag. And because it's the end of January, we're just going to use some things that I pulled out and I wanted to use today. Also, I took a poll on my Instagram stories. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do. It's the same name, Beauty by L Marie with an underscore at the end, and ask them which eyeshadow palette I should use for the week. And the two options were the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. That was option A. And then option B was the Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And everybody voted for option B. So that's the palette we're going to be using over here for this video, and probably a few times on my Instagram channel this week. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I have to tell y'all the craziest thing that happened to me this past week on social media. I think I must have commented on something. I think I told you guys the story of when I was first starting out trying to be a makeup artist. I looked for a mentor and I was put in contact with this professional makeup artist, and she had a studio in Dallas, right? And I went to her for lessons. I paid for lessons, for one-on-one lessons, and she basically was like, "You not ready." Like, she was so rude to me. She did not even want to teach me. She was like, "Bring your tools, show me what you have," etc. Long story short, when I left her studio, she was like, "You're not ready, and you need to come back to me when you're ready. Don't come back here unless you're ready." And I'm like, "I'm paying you to get ready." You know what I'm saying? Well, she reached out to me, not reached out to me, but I think we commented on something on the same post on Instagram. Next thing you know, I have a message talking about, "Hey Lydia, how you doing?" I was like, "Is this you?" So weird, right? I'm not a grudge holder per se, but I have a hard time letting go of how you made me feel. You know what I mean? And I just remember paying her this money and her basically saying, "Get out of my face until you know what you're doing. You're not ready. Da 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 da," and just really being like less than helpful. And so I just let it go over the years or whatever. I went on about my life, got whatever I needed. But her reaching out to me just triggered all of that, because I hadn't talked to her since then. Like, I didn't follow her on socials back then. And this is when Instagram was fun and easier. This is Bobbi Brown foundation stick in the shade Walnut. And this is the Bobbi Brown Full Coverage Concealer. But I hadn't followed her. I hadn't talked to her. I hadn't lived in Dallas in a while. And so I hadn't talked to this woman, seen her, followed her page, nothing. And so when she said, "Hey girl, how you doing?" I'm like, huh? Like, did you forget how you spoke to me? I haven't even responded. Like, that was just so odd to me. Really odd how people from your past come up. But anyway, girl, let's keep going. Let's do some blush with the e.l.f. blush. I'm going to underpaint with these two blushes, Lilac and Coming in Pink. Like, I'm not that person to forget how you feel. And I'm always open to critique, you know, especially if I'm learning something from you. But I'm a person that it depends what you say to me. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You can tell me, you know, to kiss your... and it's how you say it that I may even consider it. You know what I mean? So speaking to me crazy and then degrading me And I remember it was a stylist there, and he was just starting his business at the time. He was a stylist. I was looking for this brush, and he styles one of the children of destiny. I'll just say that now. And I remember meeting him, and he was like, don't listen to her, just keep going. And he was like, she just like that. He was very kind, is what I remember about him. But I remember her being the opposite of kind. I was like, dang, I wasted my money and I didn't even get, I didn't even get the lesson, because she was just like, you're not ready. What is this? What you have in your kit? Da 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 da. You got these old eyeshadow palettes. You got bottles of Maybelline. You don't need no Maybelline. It was just a mess. Like, she was very, very degrading. And I was so hurt, because I was like, I was really looking forward to really learning the makeup game from her, and it didn't happen. I'm much more secure in general and in my artistry, because again, I was able to go on about my way and learn, and got people who, would teach me and been in the game, etc. now. But back then, I was not accustomed to speaking up for myself in that way. Like, if you hurt me that way, I would retreat, instead of telling you, like, don't talk to me like that, like, watch your mouth, you know what I mean? I would say that after the fact, but in the moment, it was very hard for me to speak up. And I didn't want to burn any bridges. I thought she was like the end all be all of teaching makeup. Boy, did I learn otherwise. But I hope she's doing well. I have no need to respond to her. I was just like, okay, girl, whatever. Like, I don't have any need to talk to you right now. I don't operate like that. I don't need to go back and try to rekindle or whatever, or even say hello. I don't even owe you a hello. Like, no. Moving on. All right, I have 2 pumps of the NARS foundation on my palette here. I probably didn't even need 2, but it was coming out a little funky. I haven't worn this in a while, so I'm just going to shear it out as much as possible on the brush. Oh, but I need a suggestion. I'm going to take myself out this weekend, and I'm going to a jazz concert. I have not been out where you had to, like, dress in a while, or like be more than casual, since like the summertime. And I was looking in my closet, I'm like, I don't really have a lot of like cold weather dresses or cold weather, and I don't know why. I need to start buying clothes too for all seasons that I can layer up. But what do you guys suggest I wear? Like, I have a faux leather skirt, some tights, like a faux leather mini skirt, which would be cute, and some tights, and possibly a sweater, because I know it's going to be cold. But what do you guys suggest for like a jazz concert? What would you guys wear? Before I do the eyeshadow, I'm going to set my smile lines here with some translucent powder. But yeah, I'm trying to get into going out more seasonally. Like, I go out more when it's warm because it's lighter outside. I sprayed my face down with the e.l.f. dewy setting spray as well, but it's lighter outside. And when it gets dark, like the winter, I'm just a homebody about that time. But I do like to go out. Like, when I hear a band or something's coming, I want to go see the music. Like, so I do like that kind of stuff, but it's just showing me that I need to find something to wear. Like, have all weather clothes that are cute and you can translate them to dinner or whatever. I'm going to use this NARS blush, so I think I'm going to coordinate the eyeshadow to make this all come together, because this is nice and vibrant. So let's dip into the Jackie Aina ABH palette. Alright, I have a little bit of concealer on my eye, a little tackier full coverage concealer, along with a smidge of translucent powder. I'm going to dip into the shade Ginger. And this is such a nice palette. Every time I use it, I always forget how good it is, but it's so pigmented, very, very brown girl friendly, which was the reason for her making this palette in the first place. And it has Anastasia Beverly Hills quality, so it's lasting forever. Did y'all see they bought TikTok back in like 24 hours? I haven't even downloaded the app back on my phone. After Sunday, when I woke up and it was still gone, I just took it off my phone to get some space but I don't think I'm gonna download it right now because I don't like the message that they're pushing that he is the one that gave the power back to the app. I don't like that. It's real funky to me. I don't like that. I may get the editing app back, the CapCut editing app, because I did really like it and I was just now starting to get used to it. So I may get that back, but I don't like that messaging that TikTok is doing right now when they bought it back, and it's very glitchy, and I don't like that. I don't think it's going to be the same, and I knew that once they bought it back online. I said it first, this is not going to be the same. It's not. I'm going to go purple. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, Big Wig. I saw a creator, I think her name is Nana. She used a blending sponge to apply color on her lid, like the triangle on her lid. I thought that was a pretty neat trick. I might try that on a short form video to see how I like it, but I'm just gonna keep this purple here. It's gonna be a nice little simple eye look, just a nice pop of color, nothing too crazy, and pop that. But yeah, I'm not too rushing to go back over there just yet. I need to scope the scenery out, like what's really hood over here. So, but that's how it is. You just have to pivot. That's why I lean into my blog. That's why I lean in over here. Because who knows what these tech bro billionaires, they feel like they need to do to control it. And the powers that be are letting them control it. I don't have time for that, honey. I don't have time for that. I really love that this palette does not require you to do a ton of work. Like, I'm just using a flat shader brush. And I'm simply patting this color onto my eyelid before I blend it because it's so pigmented, and this purple is like the perfect shade of a deep purple. It doesn't have shimmer. She does have one purple shimmer in here though called Shookington, that one. And I know the girls were pressuring or trying to start a petition a while back for Jackie and ABH to bring this palette back, like an anniversary collection, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, because a lot of people have used theirs up, and I've been using mine so sparingly because I didn't want to use it up. I was like, I don't know when I may be able to get one, and a friend of mine bought this for me. I didn't even buy it myself. So, but that's really all I'm doing with the eyes. That's really it. I'm gonna blend it together a little bit more with this brown, with the same brown shade in Ginger, and just kind of clean it up a little bit. But that's really all. I took a little bit of my concealer right here, and I'm just going to clean up that little wing just by tapping it in and bringing it up towards my brow to clean up any shadow fallout, and also to give me just a teensy tiny bit more brightness since I have on that purple eye. So that's it. I'm glad that y'all like my chit chatty videos, because sometimes this is what I do. I just be sitting down talking to myself doing makeup. But I like to talk to y'all and do makeup. Like, everything doesn't have to be so formal, and you know, I have like my plan of what I want to do with the video, but sometimes I just like to talk and say hello, and you know. Okay, so that cleaned it up really nicely. Let's move on to this beautiful blush from NARS. It is so Gorgina. And I think I'm going to do a little bit more powder bronzer as well. I'm going to take my Fenty Island Ting bronzer. This is almost gone too. I'm really proud of that. I'm using it up. You can see the Fenty insignia peeking through. Okay, it's almost at the bottom. I'm going to just take that right around the perimeter of my face for a little bit of bronzing on top of that Bobbi Brown. Very proud of that. I'm tapping into pan. Also, I'm not going to set my face all over with powder, because I like the radiance that the foundation is giving, and the loose powder gave me just enough of a finish where I wanted it to. So we're just, no wonder this is looking crazy. I'm using the wrong brush. Maybe I shouldn't talk and do this. Oh, brother. This is the NARS blush in the shade Teased. I got this at the Sephora sale, and I'm actually going to use the same brush for that I did for the Fenty bronzer after I blend it just a little bit more, because I can see every line. I'm just going to blend it. Then I'm going to tap into this blush using the side of here. Using the side. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm doing a little challenge. So this year, oh, that's so pretty. This year, Lord willing, I will see my 50th birthday in October. So I put myself on a little challenge, and I posted on my Instagram yesterday, but it's called the Joy Jar. And what it is like, I made a jar full of activities that I like to do, that I enjoy. Ooh, that is pigmented. That I already enjoy and that I already love. And every month I will pull from the jar, and that's the activity that I have to do for the month. So I get to surprise myself with something new every month, whether that's going to the museum, having a movie night at home, going to get a massage, whatever it is. So I made it all very budget friendly because, you know, I'm still not working, but I'm excited to try that. Now, I already have the January plan set. Like I told you, I'm going to a concert this coming weekend, but I'm excited for that, just to have something to look forward to every month leading up to my 50th birthday. How cute is that? I'm going to use the last of this Fenty Hella Thick mascara. It's not my favorite because I feel like you have to have already long lashes for this to really do its thing. It's great at volumizing, but it's so heavy, like on your lashes, and it takes a really long time to get off, but it gives you the length that I like without lashes. So I'm just going to use the rest of this up. And also, no judgment. We listen, we don't judge. I've been watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta because it's on Netflix, so I can watch it commercial free. And it's so cringe. Now, I mean, when it first came out, it was like, oh my God, this is crazy. But like the third season I'm on, that they just put the things these women are doing over these men, like, it's so like, it's so cringe to watch. I'm like, oh my God, this is not entertaining. This is embarrassing. The first two seasons were so good, but now this third season is like they really dipped into the man, let my man embarrass me, and that's my whole storyline. I don't think I'm gonna get through that. Anyway, I line my lips with the Maybelline lifter liner in the shade Less Bounce. It's a little softer brown, and then I'm gonna use the shade, I think I'm going to use Honey Love from MAC. And then I have Yash here, but I also have Honey Love. And I think Honey Love might be a little bit better. So, one of the two. Yeah, I'm going to go with Honey Love. It's got a little bit more pink. And, yeah, that'll go nice and soft with the lips. So yeah, I've been watching my reality TV as an escape. Between that and reading a book, nothing else on TV is really keeping my attention, so I tend to go back to the same things over and over. And so Salt Lake City, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I finished Real Housewives of Atlanta. That rewatch was insane. I forgot how good that used to be. And then Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But I don't think I'm going to make it through Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'm using this gloss from Morphe in the shade Unbothered. It's a nice sparkly, pinky little something. I need a little something pink to bring the blush, the eyes, and the lips together. But I think there it is. I think we got it. And there we have it. That's the final look of using nothing new, just some of my favorites from my makeup collection, and having a little chit chat, girl chat. I hope you guys have enjoyed this look. Everything with the exception of the eyeshadow palette will be linked below, because again, that was a limited edition. You may be able to find it on Etsy or something, but if you pay more than $50 for it, you're getting got, because it only costs $50. So keep that in mind. But this is the final look. I really love how that blush and bronzer came together. If you made it this far in the video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that I'm out here doing my thing and that folks are watching. I truly appreciate y'all tuning in, listening to me run my mouth a little bit. And don't forget to drop those suggestions about what to wear to this concert in the comments. I could really use y'all help. Thanks so much for tuning in, beauties, and for kicking it with me on this lovely afternoon. I will see y'all back here real soon. Bye.